So, going back to the lack of support, sometimes you just have to reach out to people. Okay, and let me also say this, because I've noticed that this happens often as well. Sometimes when you reach out to people, you will say, hey, if you know anybody who would be interested in this, will you please share? Well, sometimes you'll have people that says yes, and then you'll have some people who says, I don't know of anybody. Now, here's where we all have to be very careful in making that statement, because when you are being asked to share something on social media, um, that's a lot of people that are on your page, and you cannot tell me that you have had recent conversations with these people about aspects of their lives. And so, and I say this because last year I got 6 clients from people who said, I said, hey, who did anybody recommend you? How did you hear about me? How did you hear about this? And they said, well, I saw it on such and such's news feed, or I saw it on such and such's page. And I was like, oh, so you know them. And they had not talked to them or had any type of interaction with them in like months, and in some cases years, but they have just been friends, on for each other for years. And so, to say, well, I don't know anybody, I really, just encourage you to be careful with that. If you are willing to share someone's information, their service, their business, their book, their ministry, whatever it is, if you're willing to share it, just go ahead and share it, and not assume that there is no one on your news feed or in your sphere of influence who wouldn't be interested in it. Okay, so another reason why oftentimes people are not supported is because they don't want to. Can I just make it plain? Okay. Some people just don't want to support you. They're not interested in you. They're not interested in what you offer. They're not interested in your business. They're not interested in your movement. They're not interested in your book. They're not interested in your products. And so they will not support you. And guess what, folks? That's okay. Because again, they have a right not to. The same way you have a right not to support others, right? If you don't want to support someone, you don't have to, and they don't either. And something we have to keep in mind about this is that the days are short. Life is valuable. And so you really have to ask yourself, do I want to spend my days angry? Do I want to spend my days disappointed? Do I want to spend my days in my feelings because someone doesn't want to support me? No, you don't. That is not quality of life, guys. You want your quality of life to be good. You want it to be full of passion. You want it to be healthy. And so worrying and being angry about who does and who does not support you is not adding to your quality of life. Of course, you're going to be disappointed, but get over it. I mean, literally get over it. Okay, well, dog, that was very disappointing. I wonder why. If you feel like you need to reach out and ask why, reach out and ask why. But if you don't feel like you are going to reach out and ask why, then get over it. Just accept the fact, okay, no problem. And see, here's what I do as a coach. It is very important, and I'm going to say this to you. It is very important that you know who you are You have a firm identity, and hopefully your identity is in Christ, because man, your identity in Christ is all good. But you need to know who you are. You need to value yourself enough to say, hey, even when I'm rejected, even when people don't support me, I'm still the best me. I still love me, and I am still going to do what's important to me. And that's where it really comes down to it, when you say, no matter what, I am going to live my life to the fullest. I am going to do what's important to me. And so when you are starting your business, when you're starting your ministry, when you're developing a product, when you are turning a craft, and you start selling your craft. It's one thing to give your craft out for free, or, if your craft is inexpensive or your products are inexpensive, and then you start raising prices, and so now you don't seem to get as much support. Even when those type of things happen, you have to keep in mind that there are people who will support you, but if they don't, it is not a reflection of your value, your self-worth. And so again, you're just not gonna have people who are gonna support you. And this is why it's very important to also know who your audience is. Who is your target market? Who are the people that you offer the solutions to? And so you have to be able to identify those people and begin to communicate with those people. Hi, Aaron. Hello. We missed your lives. I'm happy you're back. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. And Aaron, I am very proud to see how your business is expanding, and how well you are operating your business. And you've had some wonderful new opportunities with movies, and just all kind of just awesome things. So congratulations on that. And so that's why it's very important for you to know. And so that's why you need to do your research. And I help my clients do this. I help my clients narrow down their niche, and then find their audience. And so that's what you want to do. You can't just, come on, your business, your ministry, your passion, your movement is much bigger than friends and family, right? So you want to reach as many people as you can. And so it's very important to be able to do that and have that mindset. Okay, I'm not getting support here, but there are people who need me. There is a group of people who need exactly what I have, because God has purposed me to do this. And so here's the God factor, guys. You need to be praying that God would lead you to those people, right? Okay, so another reason, and this is number 4, why some people won't support you is because you are their competition, or they see you as their competition. And so something that I have noticed, and I'm going to go here. Something that I have noticed just over the 4 years that I have been working the business and networking, is there is still a problem, particularly among African Americans, who are very intimidated and feeling like, if you are doing the same thing that I'm doing, then, and you are growing and you are building, then you are my competition, and your success is a reflection of my lack of success. And that is a lie. That is a fallacy. I have watched especially in the coaching business. I have watched so many people collaborate in the coaching business, become affiliates and support each other in the coaching business. And so, there, that again goes back to the mindset of being secure in who you are, being secure in what you do, and not necessarily seeing someone as competition, but maybe a collaborator, maybe someone that you can be affiliate with and work together. And so this is something that I would like to see more among the African American small business owners and entrepreneurs. And I know it's growing, but again, it's about mindset. And so because of that, some people won't support you, because if they support you, then now, and they put your information out there, or if they put your information on their news feed, or if they, say anything good about you, then now in their minds, then you can be taking money away from them, or you're taking clients away from them. And that's not necessarily true, because again, it goes back to preference. People have preferences of who they want to work with. And guess what? You can see me, like, for example, if you see me as competition and you never market any of my stuff, that still doesn't mean that they're going to buy from you, right? That still doesn't mean that they're going to use your services. So we have to get out of this mindset of competition and maybe look at, hey, how can we collaborate? Or this particular coach, or this particular businesswoman, or this particular minister can minister to the people that I can't. And, that's the mindset that I have. I don't mind collaborating with people. I don't mind showing off other coaches. I don't mind showing off other ministers, because guess what? There is enough for all of us. And if I believe that God is going to lead me to the people that I'm supposed to be led to, that I'm supposed to help, then I'm not going to worry about you, So that's a non-factor. And again, this requires a mindset change. And then one more reason why people don't support you is just plain old envy and jealousy. I mean, it is what it is. We have people around us who are envious and jealous. We have people around us who have their own regrets. They don't have, they aren't brave enough. They're too insecure to do what they want to do, to follow their own dreams, to fulfill their own goals. And so when they see other people do it, they get angry, they get jealous, they get envious. There's a lot of people around here who are saying, what if, or I wish. And then when they see you doing it, no, they don't want to support you. So again, get over it and do what God has called you to do. And then the last one I want to touch on is some people are just skeptical. You have some people who just have a negative mindset. You have some people who are just skeptical. They're not sure if you're going to be successful. They're not sure if you're going to make it. Now, their uncertainty about what you can and cannot do still should not matter in their support of you. But the fact of the matter is, you have people who, when they are skeptical or unsure, they're hands off. They don't go either way. They don't support you, but then, they don't talk about you either. And, they just watch. You got a lot of watchers, right? And so you can't make people feel a certain way. You can't make people change their minds. Now, you can try to have discussions with them. You can try to explain the value of what you do and your services and your product, but they ultimately have to make that decision. And so the last thing I want to say about this, guys, is the key thing here is you must, regardless of how much support you get, focus on your dreams. Focus on your goals. Focus on your life. This is your life. And if you believe God has given you a gift and a calling, and He has, and if you believe that He is ordering your steps to go a certain way, and He is, then you must embrace that. It is about what God has told you to do. It is about what God has said about you. So we absolutely have to follow Him. And so that means that we must stay committed. We must stay the course, okay? Regardless of the amount of support you get, guys, stay the course. Stay committed. Hello, Kay. Hello, beautiful woman. I have not seen or spoken to you in forever. I miss you, Kay. I would love to talk to you soon. So tell me, guys, um, I've mentioned 5 or 6 reasons why people don't support you. Have you experienced this? And if so, how have you gotten over it, or how have you dealt with it? And is there any reason that you can think of that I haven't mentioned? So message me, comment, please. I would love to have a deeper discussion about this.